The seriousness of this cost of living crisis, I don't know if we're actually living. I think we're trying to survive.
This is a food hamper. 500,000 Australians will find it hard to put food on the table tonight. I run a charity called Turbans for Australia, which provides about 5,000 hampers free every month. What's the real plan to bring down inflation rather than continue to give Australians relief to match the inflation? But also, secondly, what we have just raised here as a person from an ethnic community and a religious community, we're sick of being the migrant bashing every election. Yeah. We're going to look like and stay the same as we are. Sad reality is many from Anglo backgrounds that migrate here as well get a free pass, where our kids are bullied at school, our fellow people are bullied at work due to all of this rising racism due to this migrant bashing.
But you do the work you do to help all Australians struggling. Why do you do it?
I mean, my journey started from the cab of my truck being called a terrorist and go back home. Every other person from a faith community and a religious community lives. Our life is a joke. We demand respect. We are tax-paying citizens. Sadly, the piece of paper to say you're an Australian citizen now doesn't mean jack, because everyone is going to judge you on the way you look.
Firstly, I mean, isn't it a good example of migrants to this country actually dealing with the cost of living crisis, actually providing food relief, the complete opposite of what politicians often accuse you people coming to this country of doing, or being here for over 10 years. Two things that we could do right now to stop inflation and prices increasing. One, cap rent increases. One of the biggest drivers of inflation over the last few years has been skyrocketing rents. And how many people right now in this country are one rent increase away from eviction? Skipping meals because they can't afford the rent. Two, we need to tackle the supermarket price gouging, and we're pleased to see the government's come to us, the Greens, on banning supermarket price gouging. But the reality is that Coles and Woolworths can get away with ripping us off because they dominate the supermarket industry. And we need to start reducing their power over that industry, breaking them up and increasing the competition there, because it's no coincidence that Coles and Woolworths' profits have increased at the same time as the price of cheese has gone up by an astronomical amount.
It seems cruel that, you've been the subject of racist abuse and discrimination, and that is never acceptable. On the question of bringing inflation down, I think we've tried to do a number of things. We have tried to provide cost of living support, but in a way that doesn't stoke inflation further. And we've been really pleased to see inflation come down. In the longer term, we need an economy that is productive and dynamic and diverse and broad. That provides the best buttress against these kinds of pressures in the future. And it's why we're making the investments that we are in diversifying our industrial base, in reinvigorating it, and making sure people have the training and skills that they need to participate in those industries that we see emerging.